It's Manchu. Welcome back to the Outer Worlds. You know, last time we learned some things. Not only is Parvati separated from her mother at birth, not only did she lose her father, not only has she been made to feel like she was no value in her whole life, now we've learned that Parvati has no libido. Talk about a tragic life story. Sex is like really, really great. Imagine if you couldn't enjoy it. It's like worse than being allergic to donuts. Donuts. Anyway, before I go any further, if you see this video and you like what you see, remember to click the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, remember to subscribe to my channel. So, the impound against the unreliable has been lifted. So I could go anywhere at this point, but there's still a bunch of stuff to do on the station. And
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about
okay, but it raises questions for me. Anyway, what was I saying?
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider.
What was her name? Gladys, I think? The smuggler. She gave me a lead about someplace I could go to, you know, get a bunch of money. And hopefully doing that for her will get me access to that landing code I need. But she had some other stuff that she had for sale.
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me?
I think I'll pass on that. Let me see what you got for sale.
Won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub. She's a fierce arm wrestler, but she's no match for your pal Gladys.
Alright, so yeah, there's these data pads, which should give me, if I can, like, play these data pads, they should give me some leads for more interesting, lucrative opportunities. Old datapad contains incident reports from various Mardet security patrols. Most are details of simple finds and dust-ups between the crews of Wildcat freighters and corporate haulers. 2 entries have been marked for later review. We tossed the rung leech back down to the boys. Asshole fought us the entire way, telling us we'd be sorry once he controlled the hammer's power. If this is some new Hammersmith marketing stunt, I'm complaining to Sonata. October 25th, 2344, had another run-in with the rung leech from Last Hope. Sorry, from the Lost Hope. Don't know how the uppity piker crawled out of back bays without us noticing. Locked himself into the repair bay off docking slip 13 and refused to come out. Kept raving about the weapon's chaotic beauty or some shit while we were trying to talk him out. Had to break off when our shift ended. Hullhead's got to come out eventually. Docking slip 13. Repair bay. Interesting. So like I say, those are like interesting leads that I'm going to have to check out for stuff. That might be like a special weapon. Alright. And in fact, I want to go back to my ship. Back to the Unreliable. And check some of those data logs. I have what? What did that say? I have acquired what? Oh, that's the thing I picked up. Hang on a second.
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
What is she talking about? I gotta talk to Ada in a second. There it is. Oh. It's just kind of floating out there. One little mini drone. Alright. I don't know where to check those logs. Do I check it here? Search Hephaestus mining archive cartridge for keyword weapon. Okay. So all these special weapons are called science weapons, and I think they do like funky things. Let's see. Result 1 from site supervisor's personal logs. That captain sold Harris something called the Rearranger, then left before he discovered the damn thing doesn't work. Only thing it rearranged is the number of bits in Harris' cart. Looks like some strange tech or a weapon. Maybe a scientist can make something of it. Result 2 from the site safety officer's incident report. Doc Caulfield couldn't save Lem. Now I gotta arrest Harris for his murder. Confiscated that weapon he used and stored it in Birdie's office for now. Figure the least the site supervisor can do is fill out the forms for whatever that damn thing is. Don't know how it's gonna detain Harris. Don't know how I'm gonna detain Harris. Not like we got prison cells in this rack. Barber's coronary inquest. Huh. Do I have messages? Oh! June Lee Tennyson. To Pravati. That's cool, so I actually got the poem. Okay, so I do have some leads. Hang on. Oh, Felix. What has he got? A grenade launcher. And I have 2 perks available for him. Have more health. And yeah, I'll have more persuade with him in the party. That sounds good. Okay. Alright, couple things to do before I leave the ship. I do want to work on checking a secure terminal for Vicar Max. But I think I have something to talk to Ada about.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I picked up this distress call. Can you play back for me?
Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw.
Ah, some people to rescue. I'd like to continue our conversation from before. What was the conversation before?
Forgive me, Captain. I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. I am feeling discombobulated. Was there another topic on your mind?
Oh, I'm sorry you feel so bad about Hawthorne. Are you sad when you remember Hawthorne?
No, I am sure I cannot feel emotions. The memory has merely disrupted one of my processors. Glitches can be quite uncomfortable. It was my fault he died.
What do you mean it was your fault?
I should have predicted the statistical unlikeliness of success of my captain's actions. In fact, I did, but illogically disregarded the results.
Why would you disregard the results?
He asked me to trust him.
This is pretty deep. Anyway, how did Hawthorne... Changing the subject here, how did Hawthorne improve your design?
Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields, while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning.
where did you come from originally?
The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by, redacted, on the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding my birth. I asked once. Alex did not build me, and would not say who did.
Huh. Well, that's very interesting and somewhat disturbing. Let's talk about something else.
How can I be of assistance?
You know what? I could use a little bit more lightening of the mood.
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Play me a song.
Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
Okay.
My pleasure, Captain.
I've heard that one before. How about a joke? Do you have a different joke?
I need a little help with my calculus. Can you integrate my natural log?
Okay, that's enough.
As you wish, Captain. I
You
must
have
comply
caused me
with
pain.
all direct orders.
I'll talk to you later.
Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
Ada, you have caused me pain. Oh, God. Alright, well, I leveled up. Alright, so here's the thing. My companions have special attacks, but in order to activate that, I need inspiration of 20, which I don't have, and I'm not even close. I should probably work on that, but probably not yet. Let me get ranged attacks up to that breakpoint. Gives me better critical damage. Do I want to get heavy weapons up to the breakpoint? Not particularly. Put 5 points into engineering. And the leftover point into leadership. And maybe eventually someday I'll get to high enough level that I can do special attacks for companions, which is somewhat useful. Alright, lock that in. Alright. I totally forgot what I was doing.
No more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
What is going on right now? Why are there cows in my cargo hold? Parvati, do you know about this?
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I tried some things I never would have otherwise. Though, that whiskey did give my head aching something fierce. Feels like a primal's chewing on my skull.
Well, it's good that you stopped when you did. Did you talk to Junlei?
I messaged Junlei when we got back, and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos.
So far, so good. I actually read the message, so I know the funny typos. It was just no bad poetry this time. No, it's okay. So far, so good.
I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises.
What? No. So she does like you. And she said it in the most awkward way possible.
Oh, isn't she sweet? Like one of those 2-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal and, I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow, thanks for taking me out, Captain.
Anytime. Okay, we have to address the fact that there are cows in my cargo hold. Why that... Why the heck? Max? Where are you, you scruffy little nerf herder? Do you know anything about the cows in the cargo hold?
Good to see you, boss.
Can you explain the cows? Alright, how did you end up on the groundbreaker? At least we can, like, start learning more about him.
Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth in the back bays.
Uh-huh. And then you were raised by a pack of sprats?
That's right. Can't get anything past you, boss. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. Always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way.
Yeah, I have a hard time believing you were invisible to anybody.
Yeah, because I got sick of being ignored. Got sick of being a nobody. So yeah, I made some noise. Got in a couple scraps. Nobody else in the groundbreaker is going to look after you. So you had to look after yourself. Learned that real quick.
Yeah, I like it when you make trouble. Halcyon's got enough obedient little drones.
If I never got in that scuffle with my old foreman, you and I never would have met. You'd be off having adventures without me, and I'd still be working on the docks. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. Foreman and I never got on.
Yeah, so that thing with the toss ball stick. Hey, you were defending your team. I completely understand.
Could be I was overreacting.
No,
A better
it was
man
not
might have turned the
overreacting.
other cheek. Exercised a little bit of that, what's the word? Restraint? But on the other hand, broadsiding the jackass with a toss ball stick, that felt good. That felt real good. You ought to try it.
Maybe I will. I don't like either of these answers. I'm perfectly okay with that. Anyway, I guess you could have been diplomatic about it?
Yeah, I mean, in theory. But I wouldn't have felt half as good. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives.
Well, your ship arrived. Actually, yeah, you actually might have ended up in prison. But, you know, give it time. You might still end up in prison staying with me.
Oh yeah. I had a prison cell back on the groundbreaker. Carved my name on the wall. I wonder if it's still there. Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going.
Okay, but I'm still looking for an explanation as to why I have a hold full of cows. What the heck? Why are there cows in my cargo hold? Pravati, do you know about this?
Something busted, Captain?
There are cows in my cargo hold! Somebody must know something about this. You.
I could spend hours reflecting on the secret workings of the universe. Little else in this colony offers such a relaxing pastime. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening.
Cow poop. Cow poop is on my mind. I want to know why there is cow poop. Never mind. Somebody needs to explain this to me. Ada? Ada, what is going on? Ada?
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Ada, honey. What is going on? Why is this a thing? Why is this a... No. No, no, no. There aren't cows in my cargo hold with no explanation from anybody. No. I'm sorry. I don't give a crap if that was like an important quest thing. I don't care. They're dead cows now. I'm not having cows sticking up my cargo hold. No. No. Let's do some weapon tinkering. Alright, done a bit of tinkering. I don't get what's up with the cows. What the heck is that? Alright, anyway. Let's go look at, see if we can find a secure terminal for Vicar Max. Okay. So Vicar Max wants to track down the scholar who told him about the banned journal of M. Becano, who hopefully can translate it. And I need to find a security terminal on the Groundbreaker. In a restricted area. Finding a Mardit ID cartridge will allow you to use the holographic shroud Phineas told you about to enter and avoid hostilities. So I had to find an ID, and I couldn't figure out how to do that. And it bugged the heck out of me.
Hey, that pad down there, with the lights off, there are people unloading a ship.
Probably another sublight contract haul. Could be drugs, could be bootleg Aetherwave cartridges.
And they're just transferring cargo out where everyone can see?
Legal or not, somehow the company always has its paperwork in order.
Huh.
Move along.
Alright. Just interesting your conversation. So, and I couldn't figure it out. And it bugged the heck out of me. I was trying to find an ID. I actually went up behind this guy and picked his pocket. I don't think I showed it, but it's something I did a couple episodes ago. And I couldn't find an ID on him. I couldn't figure it out. There's an ID cartridge right there. All I had to do was frickin' turn the quest on, and then I could do it. That's so stupid. Alright, let me check the map. Because the quest marker pointed me to where it was. How else I was going to find that besides having a quest marker point to it, I don't know. Alright, it looks like I have to go through a different way to get there. Let's go around this way. Howdy.
If you got a complaint, file it at security.
Pravati, you got an issue there. It's fine.
You're an artist, Captain.
I'm good, what can I say? Holographic disguise activated. Holographic shroud has activated, giving you temporary access to this restricted area. Moving drains energy. When it runs out, personnel will see and interrogate you. Talk your way out of the interrogation to reset your shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out the more you are interrogated. Alright, let's make this quick. I'm taking all of this stuff. It's mine. Another ID cartridge. Alright, where we need to go is down that way. But I also need this stuff. I need all of this stuff. This is contraband. I need to dispose of this contraband.
Wish I could do that.
Hold it right there. What do you think you're doing?
I was just leaving?
I don't want any trouble out of you.
Okay. That was a little awkward. Okay. Where's my objective? Wait. Oh, it's down through that way. I'm wondering, can I leave and come back out? Does that work? Can I do that? That totally reset. Alright, where I need to go is down here. That's sealed up.
Great work. There it is. Just yank the drive, and I'll do the rest.
Eject docking records data cartridge. Confiscated goods. Let's see. Modified pistol. Hatchet metal loop. Fled before we could get down to it. Left his things behind, so they are stored in the back of the security station until the idiot shows his face again, which is likely to be never. Huh. Okay. Sublight put a bid on one of our impounds. Generous one too. Negotiate for the usual finder's fee, then give Lilia her salvage. Brawl at the Lost Hope. Freelancers versus board. Freelancers won. Arrested a freighter captain with more bits than brains. Hawthorne's ship impounded by order of Unum Bedford. Still no clue why Hawthorne associates with that bored snake. A guy from the back bay has roughed up the Moon Kid. Raving mad. Warned me that the moon was going to bring about the end times. He was flying high in whatever McRed grows down there. Got a sworn testimony that McRed was spotted at the Rest and Go. Not anyone will corroborate it. Reminder to keep an eye on Gladys.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up.
Alright, let's get the heck out of here. Whew! Okay, we're good. Made it.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
Monarch, huh? You hesitated there, Vicar. What aren't you telling me?
Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it?
It does seem awfully convenient.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Huh. Okay, sure. Let's go. Alright, so let's see. What else is on my agenda? Rumors from the Groundbreaker of a scientist who bragged about a powerful weapon he was researching. Perhaps more details can be found of the situation. Huh. Well, let's look into that.
This is the simple truth. We are all molecular machines. The body is a collection of atoms. The mind is a consequence of chemical reactions. Therefore, our lives are predestined along a path that is only visible in retrospect. Life is fated and unstoppable.
I don't know, Mr. Vicar. That seems like quite a leap.
We are all greater than the sum of our parts, Vicar. Don't forget that. People are watching. Are they watching now? Because I'm stealing that. One of the things I wanted to do is actually spend some time exploring just every nook and cranny I can find on the ship. Nothing up there. And that's barred. Never mind. Because there are a lot of nooks and crannies. A lot of back areas that might have valuables that are worth getting. Is this listed as a restricted area?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Unfortunately, I'm not seeing groundbreaker weapon. Huh. I mean, that's it. Okay. There's a quest marker pointing me right to it. Hang on. Alright.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled...
So I have a quest marker. It's conveniently pointing me to where I think I can find the weapon. Should be through here. Back over here somewhere.
You all right, Mr. Vicker? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicker. Don't worry. The captain and I'll take care of you.
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady.
Huh. How do I... Excuse me, guys. There must be a way up there. Aha! Probably the guards' barracks is not a good place to steal stuff. What is that? Outlaw squad leader.
Well, well, well.
Watch out!
Ow!
Everyone all right?
Okay, that was awkward. I wanted to be stealthy, so wanted to be stealthy, and I just kind of drived right into that fight. Ay, ay, ay. There's a workbench here. I don't know where that big mech went. This just seems kind of silly because I don't know that there were any clues that would have led me back here. Other than the quest marker. Alright, I know where that is. Let's look over here some more. Anything down here? A little bit of stuff. The weapon I'm looking for has got to be close. Through that door. That's all that's left of the scrap mechanical. More valuables. I think I got that off one of the corpses. Interesting electrical diagram there. Looks like they still have vacuum tubes in this future. Prismatic hammer. Hammersmith was working on a hammer weapon, the Pulse Hammer, when its rival company, Aramid Ballistics, stole the plans, rushed its development, and beat them to market, all the while ridiculing Hammersmith with a marketing campaign about them having no hammers in their weapon line. Hammersmith executives demanded the ultimate hammer to be produced, but this prototype was too expensive. So expensive that it never entered production.
Gosh, ain't that handsome.
Science weapons are unique weapons that have strange and powerful effects. Science weapon damage and the strength of their effects both increase as your science skill is increased. Huh. Cool. Does this tell me anything more? While rummaging through the back bays, I discovered a very old Hammersmith crate that seemed to have been sealed for a very long time. A bit of elbow grease and termination pried it open, but I couldn't make heads or tails of my discovery. A prototype hammer. I didn't know Hammersmith actually made hammers, but I've brought it to my lab for a closer look. How strangely it glows. The trail of its wake lingers even when my eyes are closed. I've spent more time on the hammer. Its internal workings are state-of-the-art. Thermal, electrical, and chemical systems all working in harmony. How is this even possible? The weapon is a breakthrough in circuitry and engineering, and many of its systems appear rigged against tampering. There's a curious energy signature swirling about the weapon, though I've yet to identify the source. The air tastes of copper, and I have lost several teeth. I have had the most sublime prismatic dreams since I invited the hammer into my bedchamber. Maybe we need to, decontaminate this thing. Never mind that for now. Good news first. The energy signature matches Blandoit's elusive N-rays, raising the hammer's elemental properties to 4 shock, plasma, corrosion, and radiation. Now for the bad. In my attempts to neuter the self-destruct functionality, I inadvertently caused a small fire. The hammer's manual controls may never function again. Swinging it seems to be the only way of cycling through its elemental modes. I must take greater care with future experiments. I've taken the liberty of locking myself in the workshop. My tinkerings were all for naught. This is no prototype. I am simply too flawed to recognize its perfections. The hammer is a lesson, a symbol. It whispers to me that disorder rules all things. But with a little ambition, we can harness that power. Only by inflicting chaos upon others can we transmute disorder into harmony. And that is a lesson Halcyon is not ready to hear. Okay, that was crazy. That's insane. Hang on. There it is. Two-handed melee. What is my science skill? So it's 40. Apparently it will do more damage the higher my science skill is. Oh, but my modified skill is 55 actually. So that's significant skill. And that just doesn't seem to do that much damage actually. Maybe I can mod it and improve it a little bit. Should I equip this or give it to a companion? That's the question I'm asking myself. Because I seldom use melee weapons anymore. Well, I have a science weapon. But it's a melee weapon and it's probably not something I'm going to use that often. That was just bizarre, finding that. That was just, follow the quest marker. That was it. Because I don't remember getting any kind of reasonable lead as to where that was located. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna keep wandering around a little bit
You
more.
don't seem to like traveling with us much.
Why in the architect's name would you say that?
It's just that you're real... grouchy. Kinda all the time?
I'm not grouchy, I'm just irritated by inane questions.
Yeah, see, when you say it like that, it makes me wonder. Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you.
Yeah, I do what I can. So what do you think of the new guy, Felix?
He seems like a nice boy to me. I'm glad you gave him a shot.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. I thought you didn't like strangers, though.
Yeah, but I got a good feeling about him, is all. I mean, sure, he's a bit rough around the edges. I bet he just needs somebody to show him a better path.
You seriously think I could put him on the right course?
You might surprise yourself.
Yeah, well,
Rizzo's purple-berry bunch.
I'm not expecting to be surprised. Huh.
Rizzo's purple-berry crunch, Tripadel flakes, and purple-berry flavored power nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch.
Have I checked out Bell Shells yet? I think this might be the one merchant I haven't checked with yet. How's it going?
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? Ah, that's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
Okay. What have you got? Okay. Let me check something. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's actually a less conspicuous an outfit.
Do you know what's happening on Terra 1? Last I heard, the board was in dispute with Martin.
It's over here. I remember going back here and turning right around again.
I was wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they just chuck it down here. Where's it all go?
If I had to guess, I'd say some kind of incinerator, but let's find out.
Seems like a fine way to die, but all right. Let's check it out.
Hey, there's stuff here. Well, not much stuff, but Steve door. Huh? Frankie got a lead on some local salvage. One of Groundbreaker's old hangars was bricked over until someone found it by poking around Steve Door's quarters. Lilia gave us the go-ahead to plant her flag once we clear out the new arrivals. I'm sending you to scout. Look for a loose panel. You've got to climb on top of their bunks and head toward the back wall. Lilia says we should watch our backs. She thinks we're being tailed. In other words, typical Lilia. Huh. That sounds like a lead to the place that I just went by following the quest marker. It's in here.
Were you really in jail, Mr. Max? And you were our vicar?
Yes, but as I've repeatedly said, I was assigned there as a vicar. I was not a prisoner.
I just can't believe you'd lie.
I was not lying. It had no bearing on my ability to minister to my flock, and was therefore not worth mentioning.
Interesting. Okay, folks.
Shh.
Gonna be a little bit of exploration up here. Assuming I don't fall to my death. And my companions don't fall to their death. Which is entirely possible. Officer's Spine. The origin of the name of this sword is lost on antiquity. Was it named Officer's Spine because officers could stand straight, knowing they wielded these powerful swords? Or was it that, like officers, these swords vented noxious fumes? No one knows. Cool. Gonna put that on some armor. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna fall to my doom up here. Wrong button. I always do that.
Coming! Way to go, Cap! Don't mess with us.
Always accidentally using the injector. That wasn't the guy that was calling out, is it? Because if so, he dead now. I heard a voice, somebody saying they were locked in here.
It smells awful, and not all of it's mine. I'll die in here. Just get me out. Thank you, stranger. Shit, ain't that a relief?
What the heck were you doing in here?
You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet. Thanks again, friend.
Oh, I saw like a terminal entry about you. What happened?
What usually happens on this partially pressurized rust bucket? Something broke. Well, actually two things broke. First, the damn toilet overflowed. When I came to clean that up, the damn door decided to close and lock on me.
How long were you in there?
Time stood still. I was aware of nothing but the smell. Ugh, could have been days. Ah, shit. That means I haven't clocked out in days. Song is gonna have my ass for wage theft.
Well, technically you were on the clock. Should I try to extort some favor out of him? Sure. I do you a favor. What are you going to do for me?
You're gonna shake me down after I was trapped in a shit-covered bathroom? Is that how it is?
Just make sure people know I helped you out.
That all? Of course. Everyone on the ship's gonna hear about this. Hell, it's the only chance I've got to keep my job.
Oh, I think I just stepped in something. Oh, that is nasty. Oh, don't go in there. Ugh. Can I go back here?
Does Dr. Mfuru ever take a day off?
Uh-uh.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Oh, yeah. There was, the guy at Customs. Wheeler, yeah. Told me to tell you to stop bothering you about his shipment. Yeah, Wheeler says your shipment won't be coming in soon.
He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
Who's Irion?
Our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
Huh. Well, what do you need the mechanicals for?
Surgery mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker.
Why is that?
The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good, don't get me wrong. But we've only 2 heads between us, and we don't know everything.
Should I try to find him for her? I mean, I guess I could. I would like to help out the Groundbreaker, so this would help them. Sure, I'll try and find him.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Uh-huh. Well, I guess I could look into that.
Now, where'd that patient run off to?
They're probably okay if they ran off. Restricted access. Oh, sorry. That was that rude? That was pretty rude. I wonder if I could infiltrate back here. Oh, this is a quarantine area. Why would I go into quarantine area? No. I know she was looking for somebody.
Whatever keeps bringing you back, I hope it's not catching.
Alright, well, good luck with that. I'm not going to help her find her friend. Maybe someday I might get around to that, but not right now.
CNP, I can't believe it's not forced. It's
Following that series?
unbelievable
The Hunt for the Wimbro?
The pirate ship? I don't go in for docu-serials.
The bounty hunter who's been after them, Fuller? She had an ambush set up on Hephaestus. The pirates came in to dump a bunch of loot on some broker they work with.
Whose loyalty did Fuller buy to spring the ambush? Very adventure serial. They catch the pirates?
No. They blew the fucking dock up, punched a hole in the ceiling, and got blasted out into space. One of the camera crews got smashed by debris. Fuller damn near lost a leg.
Good law. You couldn't pay me enough to take bounty hunting work.
Oh, neat! They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Now, this should prove interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, interesting.
Miss Lilia takes good care of us, see? The authorities stay off our tails.
Let's talk to this Lilia, shall we?
Something vexing you, Captain?
No. I'll let you get back to it. I just wanted to put my gun away. Howdy.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the Unreliable?
That's me. My name's Captain Amanchu.
Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door.
Wait, what? She's been expecting me. You're a Sublight employee then?
Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
Alright, well, I should go. Nice place you got here.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come.
Never heard of you. Yeah, I'm Amanchu. I'm captain of the Unreliable, which I think you know.
Charmed. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere.
I didn't kill him. Technically, I did kill him, actually. Can we get to the point?
I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
There is always a catch.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested?
Well, I don't have a nav key, unfortunately. But hey, tell me about it, because I'm working on getting a nav key.
I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits.
Okay, see ya.
Be seeing you. Make sure you aren't followed on your way out.
What? Maybe that was just a polite way of saying, you know, may the wind be at your back, or something. Make sure you aren't followed on the way out.
Hey, Mr. Vicker, do you ever get a little bit homesick for Edgewater? For that ocean stink?
No, I do not.
You're supposed to say yes and go on to explain why. I just want to have a conversation.
Of course you do.
Alright, anyway, I think I've pretty much explored everything I can. Let me just have one, let me pop into engineering one more time. And see if Junli has anything new to say.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regular...
What can I do for you, Captain?
Guess not. Sorry. Sorry to bother you. Alright, so I guess that's going to be it for today. I have, at this point, pretty thoroughly explored the Groundbreaker. Found some interesting hidden items. Found a special science weapon. And next time, we're going to have to leave the Groundbreaker and go somewhere else. I have a few leads for a few different places to go. Probably, most likely. So there's this acid steeper. I need some component, which I have to get... Roseway. I have to get that at Roseway. And then there was this other thing, this other mission, involving a distress call originating from Roseway's broadcast tower. And there was something else. Oh, yeah. A job from Gladys investigating a distress signal on Terra 2. Is that this one? I don't know. But in any case, there's a couple of things to do in Roseway, and I think that's where I'm going to go next. But actually, before I even do that, there might be one other stop to make before we head to Roseway. And you'll see what that is next time on Amon Chooses The Outer Worlds.